Oh, what's all this now? What's all this then? We gotta... Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. Now we can play the game. Oh, wow. Had me scared there for a bit, huh? Make me have to adjust things and stuff. That's right, folks. The game I said I probably never would do. Well, unfortunately, I got in the mood to do it. And here we are. Let's see here. Let's go balanced. It's God of War 4. You know, I already know by default that this game's going to be a pain in the ass on Give Me God of War. Well, let me give some context. Not to the game itself, but to the reasons why I'm doing it. This is, of course, the grab bag of Let's Plays I'm trying to do. See if anything sticks. Most things have so far. I have had in my mind for a while of doing Give Me God of War for Hardcorean. And since I've been in the mood for doing this type of stuff, or this game in general, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. You know? Too bad you can't fucking skip cutscenes until you beat the game. Chris, why are you looking at me like that? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You and me both know that's bullshit. No, wait, wasn't God of War 4 you can just skip cutscenes? How the hell did I don't know, man. It's funny, though, because, like, old God of Wars, you know, you couldn't skip cutscenes anyway, which I understand this game technically doing, but this came out in 2018. I should be allowed to. But, nope. Pfft. Look at him look away from the sun like a little fucking toddler. Who's the real kid here, Kratos? Come on. But yes, no surprise, God of War 4 was one of those games where I knew that the second they announced it, I was gonna have to get it. Because it's God of War. And I'm the God of War guy. I gotta get the God of War, you know? It's funny, I consider out of my family, I consider both me and my dad the God of War people. Isn't that kind of just weird, though? Because, like, he played them. He played almost all of them. But, he didn't beat this one. And, you know, it's frankly kind of easy enough to know why. This is definitely a different game. No doubt. Fun fact! Even though this game uses shoulder buttons to fight, you don't actually have to. Yes, you can switch the buttons to be square or triangle for your classic system of playing the game. My problem, though, is it will throw you off when it comes to the regular way this game was made. Why is this so fucking choppy right now? What's going on? Once again, I hate doing it this way, but just to save myself the trouble, I'm streaming this with PS Plus. I hate to admit that. That's not a good thing to admit. But I don't want to download a 100 fucking gig game. And this was the easiest way to really kind of just do it. So if something goes wrong, blame PlayStation Plus. Most of the time, streaming is not that bad, but every once in a while, I don't trust it, man. I do not trust it. If you can do it and you can get away with it and you've got decent internet, then yeah, by all means, go ahead. But I don't trust it at all. Oh well, we'll see. Hell, this game might not stick either. But I've been really wanting to play it again for a while, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but well, here we are. So let's just enjoy what we have while we're doing this. not gripe on things too much and just go with the flow, right? Although it's going to get really annoying not having to skip cutscenes, though. Well, then again, this game probably considers most cutscenes not even a cutscene at all because that's how games work. Apparently. Yeah, it's skipping. That's not good. Well, if the action's okay, then... You know... I'll hopefully be fine. Atreus is so fucking small in this game, holy moly. I forgot how tiny he was. Boy, there was a monster in my closet. Can I sleep with you tonight? Kratos got that I threw up look. Kratos, you son of a bitch, you did it again. But this time, hey, at least you didn't kill your kid, too. But then again, he didn't kill his wife this time. But man can't catch a goddamn break, can he? You know, it's kind of weird, though. It's like, this game came out around the Dad Sim era. And the funny part about that, though, is a lot of the Dad Sim games, you were usually looking for your daughter, or trying to protect your daughter. Or have a pseudo daughter. Last of Us, Evil Within, stuff like that. But this was one of the few Dad Sim games that I remember coming out that's like, wow, they're actually having a boy. He has a son and not just a daughter type thing. Because I got so used to being the dad protecting the daughter thing. Which I do understand, you know, I do get it. As a man myself. You know, it's our nature, I guess. I still don't know why Kratos considers him a little bit of a pussy with the hot knife thing. Like, bro grabbed the fucking knife that was on fire and you... I don't know. I still do think that that the scenes with Atreus and Kratos in the original game are still kind of awkward. Which, you know, I understand that's kind of the point, but still. He's such a dick in this one. I mean, I know it's Kratos, like, he's supposed to be a dick and everything, but... I've always hated that thing. I don't know. He was nice to Calliope, so... For fuck's sake. Like, I know he doesn't want to hurt Atreus like he did in her, but still. And plus, you know, again, it's Kratos. This might not work out because I'm streaming it. Because it almost seems like every once in a while it's a little bit choppy, so I may have to download this game and just have it actually ready and available. Which that's going to be annoying, because it's going to take a while to download this bitch. You missed these tracks that we clearly did not walk in the same path of. You are a fucking idiot, child. I will grab you by the skull and thumb your eyes. No, I know. It's not what he's doing. I know. Calm down. But he would. Old Kratos definitely would have. Okay, well, we're playing old Kratos now. But you know what I mean. Young Kratos. Whatever. Same thing. Same concept. Unfortunately, you cannot run here. You can only just walk around, but I haven't played this game in a while, so the walking speed's fine, but then you get this light walk shit that modern games still do, that I do not like. Boop. That's right, you can't just jump in this game anymore. Now you're gonna have to press a context-sensitive button to do so. Look, let's not shit on this game too much. I've done that before, years ago. The game is just okay. It's not terrible. You gotta view it from my point of view from back then, where every goddamn game coming out under the sun had to be... If it was like an RPG-like at all, it had to be Dark Souls. If it was a modern game, it had to be an over-the-shoulder game. It had to be a sad dad sim, and had to be all this, that, and the other. Now we've kind of strayed away from that just a little bit. Not by too much. I know, I'm looking at it right now. Oh yeah, that's right, you have to equip these things. Boop. I do think that Ragnarok is still better, though. You know, the funny thing is, too, is like, we know Kratos from back then. We know his anger. You know what I mean? We're used to his anger, so watching him get upset is terrifying. But for Atreus, you know, obviously he has like zero respect for his dad anyway. To him, it's just like a normal dad. So, at least that's the vibe you kind of get from this. Alright, basic combat. If you do a full finisher, you can knock enemies into walls and wall bounce. You can hold R2. You don't even have to hold it. Never mind. You just hit it. Okay, well. If you hit R2, you do a launcher. And launchers are pretty good in this game. You kind of want to do that sometimes. And then you want to roll attack. Follow-up type stuff. That kind of thing. To be fair, God of War 4's combat's not terrible, but it's not super fancy. That's the thing with me, though, is it's pretty just okay. Even Ragnarok, even watching like combo mad stuff, you know, just never looks like it's that. Even for like Ragnarok, just never looked super interesting in terms of stuff that you could do. Real quick, if we go far out, I think I fucked up. No, we can get back. Let me do something real quick before I fudge this all up completely. I think if you get too far out from Atreus, you eventually get the chance to sprint. Yeah, I can't stream this fucking game. It's not going to work. I'll have to just download 100 fucking gig download. Well, maybe for the next video I will. So it might be a bit before I do God of War 4 again. Unless things get better, but I don't know. Alright, there's one of 3 apples. One of 3 Adun apples. Did you say there's 9 total? No, it could. There's no way in fuck there's only just 9, right? That's barely even a health upgrade. What the fuck? I could have sworn there's like an area where you can just start sprinting at. Where the game just says, hey, you're kind of far out from the main course of the game. We'll let you sprint so you can get back. Because sometimes we're nice like that. Sometimes. Maybe it's not over here. I don't know. Climbing down the chains are quite fun. But goddamn, this climbing up the fucking chain sucks. Sorry, I've been playing too much Evil West. You get the idea. Oh, yeah, combat's okay so far in terms of, like, lagginess or not. It seems to be okay. No point in using fists when I got the axe. Which, by the way, you can. You can use your fists to punch things. Sometimes in this game you kind of have to, but sometimes you don't have to. So, I guess it's more like a pick your poison. Alright, I think that's it for down here, I think. What's that over there? No, it's nothing, isn't it? I don't think that's... I think that's just a big giant nothing burger, so... Alrighty. Back to the main mission and gotta walk all that way again. Dear God, why can't you just let me fucking play the game? Well, no, because that would be fun, and that's the thing, though, with this. Is like, sometimes you're just not allowed to have fun. Why would we ever want you to do that? Why would we ever want you to have just a good time with our games anymore? No, you gotta sit there and you gotta watch our fucking movie. That's what we want you to do. No, I don't think so, buddy. I've already seen your fucking movie. Why would I want to watch it again if I've already seen it? If I wanted to watch a movie again, I would. It's that simple. But no. Can't do that. I should have bought this on PC. Like it matters. Alright. I know the point of Atreus and Kratos' relationship is he's a kid and Kratos grew up differently, and yeah, he cares for his son. It's just that, you know, he's obviously quite harsh on him because that's just how things are for him. But which they do eventually change that over the course of Ragnarok and such. But it still is just super fucking awkward. You know, I really don't like that. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have a combo thing right now, so we're just kind of stuck with just the basic stuff right now. Which, of course, you know, you could just do this if you really wanted combo stuff. It's nothing special. And by the way, yes, you can throw, of course, your axe to hit people with it. So that's always a nice thing to do. I forget how to get that thing open. Oh, okay, well, hang on just a minute. Alright, now we're done. It opens up both sides. You motherfucker! There. God damn, bro. Oh. No, Hacksilver's still nice. Good news is, if you get stuck in there, you can leave, because... Sorry, they have a way to get you out. You just open the door from the other side. How nifty. Okay, game. You gonna let me play, or... Hang on. I got another big chest to open up. Got a lot of these big chests to open. I think this is a nothing burger, but let's go check it out. Let's go find out. I mean, I'm probably right, but I don't know. I'm completely wrong. I forgot. It's not a nothing burger. It's actually a thing. Boop. There you go. Get some money, open door. Luckily, Kratos just does it himself now. Yep. Don't gotta mash it. Break chest, grab item. It's funny, I don't even really hate the system of, like, breaking chest and grabbing stuff. I did at first, like, back then, but then it just kind of became like, well, I mean, it's got a war for... I mean, it's got a war, kind of... It kind of works out, I guess. It's fine. These are optional collectibles. Read! Sorry. Oh, look at that, a chest. I mean, most collectibles are optional. I mean, all of them are optional. Who am I kidding? They wouldn't be collectibles otherwise, now would they? And don't forget about the Odin birds, too. I was trying to go down. Fuck you, game. But I was holding up like an idiot. Not very smart. Alright, back on the trail for some horse. Bareback redemptions. Alright, let's see if I can hit this. Boop. See, that's what Kratos should have been. The nice kind of dad, like, the supportive dad. That's what everybody needs. A supportive dad. Ugh. You know? Someone to say, hey, you fucking suck, but hey, at least there's something cool about you. Every once in a while. See, I like these sort of more somber moments that Kratos gives into. Now, another thing you could also argue about, which is obvious right there, is Kratos' insecurities of, you know, being dad again. Which is what makes him act out in anger, like an alcoholic. But, I mean, it works, I guess. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Our first... Alright, well, real quick. If you like Batman Arkham Asylum, you'll love this. I mean, well, most people like Arkham Asylum, but if you like Arkham Asylum bosses, oh boy, you're in for a treat. Because, man, do they love to reuse these fucking troll fights. I mean, man, do they love to reuse it. By the way, you can block the first attack, or at least the second one, but it's gonna suck. Because, well, you know. Okay, you can only block the first attack, but you get the idea. I know, game. Leave me the fuck alone. Artreus doesn't help here at all, really. Boop. Yeah, he'll just break your guard, but that's fine. It sucks when he does it, but hey. You're better off just dodging it. Yeah, again, I know, but it does so little fucking damage. Why would I even bother with trying to even use arrows to begin with? When it does practically just nothing. There. Bitch is dead. Get ready to see this. A lot. In general. Okay, well, not this, but... You know what I mean. Oh, good. At least the troll disappeared. We don't have to pick up anything. Oh, my nose. What the hell? You know, stuffy again here, it seems like. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, they usually drop shit when they die, so... Don't forget to pick it up. Alright, time for the classic old... jump up here thing. Yeah, we're not doing PS Plus anymore for this game. Ratchet TOD and probably Deadlock don't have a choice. I pretty much just... Yeah, it's too late for those games. For this game, at least I can download it, so it's fine. I just was being lazy and chose not to. Again, why would I ever want to use anything but axe? Although, to be fair... You can stun enemies faster if you use fists. That's the benefit of it. There you go. Technically, it's a lot more effective, I guess, than axe, but axe is a lot cooler to use. Axe is a lot more fun to use. Can we do this thing yet, or not? No, we have to go the other way. Again, I should make this well known for about just everything I do nowadays, is... This will not be 100% unless I say otherwise. But, yeah, I don't plan on 100%ing this. Especially this game. Because, man, oh man, I don't want to be here forever. You know? Ow! You fucking prude. There we go. Oh, I thought we were done. I forgot I even had... Oh, yeah. These guys cannot be defeated by axe. Because they're made out of ice. Also, I don't feel like Kratos is... I mean, I know that's kind of the point as well. Again, I know... I get it, but... Kratos is definitely not as brutal with his kills as he used to be. The werewolf one's kind of brutal, though, but other than that, like, not really. Most aren't. Alright, time to go deal with Baldur shit. Baldur's Gate. Kratos has to do some think-thonking real quick. Or, well... Pretty sure it's Baldur next. Think so. But the main objective now is to climb up this cursed goddamn mountain. So get ready for that little fun adventure. Look what a nice little hut they have here. But there's like no privacy whatsoever. It's probably fucking cold there like all the time too. Well, then again, I mean, they're demigods. Although Atreus is more or less, I don't know, a weird, like... Yeah, a weird mix of giant and god, and that's about it. Kratos is fucking bullying his kid. Oh, poopy. Time for probably the best fight of the entire game. Unfortunately, I think it's also just the best fight, like, in general, of this entire game. Like, nothing else really compares to it. Bro was tatted the fuck up, though. And technically our first real boss fight. Well, I mean, the troll would be that, but... The trolls are more like mini-bosses, I guess, at this point. This guy, though... Nah. This is 5'11" versus 6'1". I mean, 6 foot, I mean. I will give credit to Kratos. At least he learned some restraint. I've also heard that technically, like, the older Kratos gets, the stronger he gets, too. So, you're lucky, pal. Needless to say. That does kind of have to suck a little bit, doesn't it? Being this really, really powerful dude. I can just wipe out pretty much anybody at any moment. And you have to just make sure you restrain yourself at all times. Until, like, dorks like Baldur show up. That'd get boring real quick, wouldn't it? Like, Kratos is basically just like, you know, like a Goku type situation where you just want to fight. I would assume he probably wanted to. A lot. For a while. Like, if that's all you really know, it probably would get pretty boring after a while. Of not doing so. Alright, Baldur fight's pretty simple. It's thankfully not super hard, even on Give Me God of War. You can block that. They don't have a prompt for it, but you can. Knock him into walls. That type of stuff. Block his attacks when he turns into blue. That's sort of, I guess you could say, the prompt for it, but it's not obvious at first. Well, there goes my house. I didn't even get to pay out the fucking mortgage yet, dick. Because I have big feet. I like how it says counter, but there's nothing to really counter at this point. I do like the choreography of this fight, though. Oh, here comes this part. The meme shit. And there's Baldur's super secret hidden power. You can't kill his ass. Well, that's not true. By the way, I actually do kind of like Baldur as a character a little bit, though. He's annoying, but like in the right ways. He's not fucking Heimdall from God of War Ragnarok, because Jesus criminy. I know that you're supposed to hate that character, but good lord, was he a fucking... just the worst. Alright, now that we're in rage mode, it should last for a good enough while. He got behind me, didn't he? He's right behind me, isn't he? Just go into rage and beat the living fuck out of him. There's no reason to hit L1 because it does nothing. It just does, well, nothing. R2 does this. But yeah, you can't block in rage. Which sucks. Punch the living piss out of him. And there you go. Watch out for those. Those are unblockable. But that shouldn't be. You bitch. And make sure you hit R1 too while you're doing that, so you can actually counter him technically. Oh, you did it twice. Huh. I thought he did. I thought he did multi-hit for those, but I guess not. There you go, free damage. Ah, you fucking turd. I'm getting beat up by Baldur of all things right now. Well, I mean, he's not necessarily easy, but he's not the hardest thing either. I wanted Kratos to smash his head in, like that, you know. No, do it again. Smash his head in again. Keep going. I want some of that Theseus shit. But no, we ain't getting that Kratos no more. He gone now. Every once in a while you get like a slight glimpse of it, but the games are trying to make sure that that's gone. Which does suck. And I do want to make this really, really clear. Yes, Kratos has some anger issues. But saying that Kratos is a character that doesn't have a character is absolutely stupid and completely wrong. And the only people that ever seem to talk about Kratos not having a character are people who probably just never played the game, or they're too low IQ to just know that a character can have more than, you know, one emotion. So they see him as this angry archetype, and that's all he is because that's the only thing they can think of themselves. Or just pure projection, which seems to be a thing nowadays. A lot. A lot of people project a lot of shit nowadays. They're just mad they can't write a character as complex as Kratos. I wouldn't even say he's really complex, just, you know, it's not... I don't know. You gotta give him more credit. He's angry for a reason. At least he was. But that's all gone now. And I mean, if he was the type of character that people want to make him out to be, we would have killed every single god. He didn't go after literally everybody. He didn't kill Aphrodite. If he was this crazy, angry mass murderer type, that's it, type character, why didn't he do that then? Well, because she was just a sex object. Okay, but what about... what's their name? Dionysus, I think? That's not a character in the games. I understand that, like, at the end of the day, they're also just games. Like, we probably wouldn't fight every single god. But even then, still, you know. I'm pretty sure Kratos didn't kill every single one of them, because not every single one of them was a problem. But then again, you could argue killing Zeus technically did. But let's be real, Zeus kind of deserved it. Zeus kind of had that one coming, didn't he? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't exactly condone everything Kratos did, but, you know, I don't really blame him for doing it either. Necessarily. At least I sympathize enough. His family sucks. And they were just bad people. And he just kind of grew up being a Spartan, so that didn't help either. Because unfortunately for him, he was stuck learning to be a warmonger type guy, you know what I mean? Not like a warmonger, and that's not the right word. Just somebody along the lines of kill or be killed. Do I have to do it? Yes. Bothered me that. Good old fashioned chiropractic. Get up, Kratos, we've got things to do. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with these Let's Plays today because, man, I did a lot. God damn, I did a lot. Like, I want to. That's the problem. Okay, I don't know if that was... I hit triangle. I don't know if that was me that did that. Or if the game automatically did it or not. I just did it at the right moment. Oh, well. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Chris... Yeah, you can heal your wounds. That's gotta be an insane power, though. Just having the ability just to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna die from that. Just gonna regenerate. Technically, humans do have that power to do that. Maybe not to that extent, but, you know, we still have the ability to regenerate. Technically speaking. You think about it. He opens up the hatch, he sees Artreus playing Tetris. On his Game Boy. Yeah, he was no match for me. But it's time to leave. I bet Artreus is like that new kid in school that transfer student, like their parents always move. And he's not able to make any friends. Because his fucking dad gets in these stupid arguments with people. We've got to move state, boy. I've committed 3,000 felonies. Alright, now the adventure begins. Look at that upshot. That should have totally said God of War right there. That would have been the perfect moment for it. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to call that a video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time and play some more God of War 4. It might be a little bit before I do, though. Because if PS Plus is being this rude to me, I might have to download the game, which is like 100 plus gigs or so. And that might take me a while to want to do that. But we'll see. I mean, I'm fine with playing the game. I'm fine with beating it. It's okay. It's not a terrible game. But I'll have to... It'll come at the cost of doing streams. And if you guys are fine with that, then I'm fine with that. Okay, who am I kidding? Nothing's going to happen. Anyway, that's it. So take care, everybody.